Okay, share. Okay, boys and girls, lesson number 1, page 11. There is few questions I ask you to practice by yourself. Okay, so question number 1C. So this is the working step lah. So make sure you get correct answers, 1C. Okay, questions number 2B. Any question, if you need me to stop, then please let me know. Question number 2 is B. Okay. Question number 3, we already discussed last week. Okay, we already complete this question. Answer is donkey. Next, question number 4, we already complete last week also. Number 4 is 4C. Number 5, okay, this one is the prefix. You can using your calculator to know the prefix. Okay, kilo is 10 power of 3, which means that 1,000. Then nano, centi, the bigger M, we got two M. One is small m, one is bigger, capital letter M. Capital letter M is represent mega. Okay, T, capital letter T is tera. Okay, so if how I remember last time with our calculator doesn't have prefix. So we need to memorize tera, giga, mega, kilo, deci, centi, milli, micro, nano, pico. Okay, so we have to memorize. So you also need to memorize the value. Okay, so number 5 goes to next. Number 6, 6A. Okay, SI base quantity. Still remember I teach you how to memorize it? 1 kg mass, MASK. From there, we remember the 5 base quantity. Okay, so mass, time, length, current, temperature. Amount of substance actually will be in year 13. Okay, so right now we focus on the 5 base quantity. Okay, number 6B. So this is the base, SI base unit. Check your answer. Okay, to determine the value of K. So my answer is 2. Do you able to score? Do you able to answer and get the answer of 2? Any question you need me to slow down to show you the working step, you type in the chat box here. Let me have a look. Washini, okay, thank you. Any? Okay. If no, then I assume you're able to answer it. Okay, if no problem, then we check the last question, page number 14. No problems, Okay, next here. Number question 7, MQ. Okay, because the width times length times height. Okay, so base quantity, base unit for pressure. So you can using F over A. P equals to F over A. Okay, F you can using MA. So M is the kg, A is ms negative 2. So at the end, we can solve and get this and prove this SI base unit for the pressure. Okay, then 7B, this is my answer. Okay, so at here, if your final answer appears there is answer x, there is a value of x or pi in your final answer, they will deduct you 1 mark. They will deduct you 1 mark. Okay, so the value and pi actually is value, so it's not a unit. We just need to consider the unit. So pi we ignore. Then P is the pressure. So pressure basically is already proved at the question A2 here. Okay, so R is it radius? Yes, radius. So M power 4. Volume MQ. Time S negative 1 and the length is length L, length yes, so it's M. Okay, any question? No question, then we are going to continue our lesson today already. Settle? No question, thank you. Thank you for answering me. Okay, so I close this file, then I share another one. Okay, last week we are stopped at here. So today we are going to continue with this uncertainty. Okay, every measurement have error. Okay, so this is uncertainty. So for example, this we repeat the experiment to measuring the current using ammeter. Of course, not every time we'll get exactly 2.5. Okay, maybe we get 2.4, 2.5, 2.4, 2.6, 2.5, blah 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 blah. Okay, so what should we do is we can calculate the mean. The mean is actually average. Okay, average you know, right? You just add it up, then divided by number of the experiment that you take. Okay, for example, this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you add it up together, divided by 8, you get 2.5. So means average. Okay, the behind here plus minus 0.1. This is called uncertainty. Okay, so which means that we will accept the answer within the 2.5 plus minus 0.1. So if we minus 0.1 is 2.4. Plus 0.1 we'll get 2.6. So which means that if your answer or reading is between 2.4 2.4 to 2.6, that means that we accept. Okay, we accept this. Okay, so today we are going to count how to calculate this uncertainty, how we get. Okay, so uncertainty for this part, we got three method to represent the uncertainty. Okay, so for example, 5.0 plus minus 0.2 mm. Okay, if the question asking you absolute uncertainty, actually is this part, the 0.2. This one actually is absolute uncertainty. Fraction, mathematic fraction. So this one, absolute uncertainty divided by the value. So for this example, it will be 0.2 divided by 5. So this is the fraction. Of course, percentage are easy. We just using just now the 0.04 times 100%. So this is 4%. Okay, so basically for this subtopic, they were asking for this. We need to know about these three ways. Okay, if they're asking you absolute uncertainty, that means the behind this value 0.2. Okay, fraction, mathematic fraction. So you divided by the actual reading here, divided by 5. So this is your fraction uncertainty. Percentage, just times 100%. Okay, so here, the first case, case number 1, if your data or your questions, they are asking you to plus or minus, okay, minus the data. So how we do for the uncertainty, we just add it up together. Okay, so this one I'll highlight, add it up together. Okay, add it up together, the absolute uncertainty. Okay, so we look at this, the diameter of the tire, diameter of inner tire. So they want you to find the difference in diameter. That means that your data, the diameter, you have to minus, right? Okay, so at here, D1 minus D2. So at here, if minus, the data have to minus, your absolute uncertainty, we just add it up together. So which part? This is absolute uncertainty. This is absolute uncertainty. So we just add it up together. Okay, so can you see that the second one, uncertainty plus minus 1.2 cm. I added up 0.5 and 0.7. So you need to determine these questions we want to minus or we want to plus. If no matter is minus or plus, their uncertainty, absolute uncertainty, we just add it up together. Okay? So difference in diameter, we just like mathematics, we solve the question. We're using the 55 minus the inner 21. So our answer will be 34.0 cm plus minus the uncertainty. The uncertainty, I repeat, add it up together. So at here, you will get plus minus 1.2 cm. But I need your help. I want to slightly make a changes for this part. This one, okay, plus minus 1.0 cm. Okay, change. Because the uncertainty at here, we're using one significant figure. Okay, so try change it. Okay, then I want to go to the question. We practice partial question. For the first question, thermometer can be read to an accuracy. Oh, that means that we need to measure temperature lah. And then their uncertainty is plus minus 0.5 degrees Celsius. The thermometer is used to measure a temperature rise from 40 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. They want you to measure the percentage uncertainty in the measurement of temperature rise. How much the temperature rise? So that means that we need to using the final temperature minus the initial temperature. So can you see that? This one is minus. This question, the data we have to minus. We should using 100 degrees Celsius minus 40 degrees Celsius. So it's minus. If minus, then how we solve for the uncertainty? Just now I got mentioned, if your data is plus or minus, the uncertainty we just add it up together. Okay, we add it up together. So at here, this one, uncertainty. Okay, this one is plus minus 0.5, right? Okay, it's plus minus 0.5. Let me have a look. So we add 0.5 plus 0.5. So actually you will get 1. Am I right? Okay, we'll get 1. So this one, temperature divided by actual temperature, we should times 100%. Because now the question asking us percentage. Uncertainty, we need to from the fraction first. From the fraction times 100%. Okay, so at here, this one is 1 over. This one, the actual reading for temperature rise, it will be 60 degrees Celsius, right? So 1 over this one, 1 over 60 times 100%. Okay, can you get my point? So at here, we find the actual T. What we want? We want to measure the temperature rise, which is 60 degrees Celsius. Then we need to find the uncertainty, absolute uncertainty, which is just add it up together. So we're just using the 100 degrees Celsius plus minus 0.5. This 0.5 plus this 0.5, add it up. We get 1. Okay? Add it up. Then after that, 1 over actual reading, which is 60 times 100%. Our answer, if you press your calculator, you should be able to get 1.6%. Answer should be donkey. Okay, until here, any question? If no question, can you tell me no question? Then we proceed to the next question. Same thing, this lesson behind the pages, starting from page number 13 to 18, actually is for you to self-practice, okay? No question, thank you, Jory. No question, okay, good job. No, thank you, Manjo. No question, Junho. Okay, next. So next, just now is the data we minus or we plus it together, okay? But how about if the one is times or divide? For example, speed. Speed is distance divided by time. Then teacher, how we solve this? A little bit different. Right now, it's not straightly add the uncertainty. I cannot, okay? So for me, I will always using the fraction. We add up the fraction, okay? Not add up the uncertainty, is add up the fraction. So we need to find the fraction. Okay, so at here, calculate the speed. They give the distance, give the time. So distance divided by time, it will be 50 divided by 5. So we just do like mathematics, okay? Simple physics. So we get 10 meter per second. So we get this. This is the actual reading for speed. Now is the problem is we need to calculate the uncertainty. Okay, how we calculate the uncertainty? Just like I mentioned, we need to add the fraction. For this distance, the fraction is like this. S divided by actual S. This is called fraction. So which means that this one equals to 0.1 divided by 50. Is it okay? Okay, time also the same. We find the fraction time divided by actual time. This is called fraction of uncertainty. So it's 0.05 divided by 5. So we find the fraction, add it up together. Okay? So for this case, it's not just take the uncertainty, add it up together. Cannot. We find the fraction first, then add it up together. So can you see that? Our speed is the distance divided by time. So this is the point here. Okay, maybe I can write like this. Oh, yeah, here. I already write it here. Okay, let me clean my screen. Okay, see? Speed fraction actually is the distance plus the time. They are fraction of uncertainty. We add it up together. So 0.1 divided by 50 plus 0.05 divided by 5. So we get the answer 0.012. Now, if the question asking you uncertainty, uncertainty, that means that the one V, right? How we do calculation? Okay, here. This is called uncertainty. This part is called uncertainty. So we move the V to another side. So what is your V? Just now we already do calculation. Our V is 10 meter per second. So this is actually the V times our 0.012. So at the end we get plus minus 0.12. As I told you, the uncertainty here, we make it one significant figure. So I'm not using 0.12, I need to using 0.1. So here we take some note now, one significant figure. Okay, so this is how we do and solve the question for the equation that we need to multiply or divide. For example, speed equals to distance divided by time. Okay, so we need to find the fraction. We need to add it up the fraction. Okay, now we try. This one I will let you try, but I give you some hints first. Cylinder. Okay, so we draw cylinder like this, like this. Okay. Okay, then the radius, so which means that this is the radius, and the length, this is the length, L. Okay, so at here, so ugly my L. Well, okay, here, this is L. Okay, what is the value with its absolute uncertainty? Oh, that means that they want this area. Okay, they want this. Okay, boys and girls, you have to find area for the cylinder. This one is mathematics, not physics. You have to know what is the formula for you to calculate the surface area for cylinder. Okay, you should know that area actually is pi r, 2 pi r, 2 pi r. Okay, here, 2 pi r times the length. Okay, 2 pi r times length. Okay, boys and girls, first I want to do calculation. What is the actual reading for A? So you do some substitution for the actual reading. Find out how many cm squared. Next, I want you find the fraction. Remember, this is times, so your fraction, you should add it up together. So 2 and pi is a value. Okay, we ignore it. So you should using r divided by r plus L divided by L. Okay, can you do calculation and then you tell me what is your answer for this question? This is 2023 past year question. Do it right now. This is the rules, so we have to know the rules for them to calculate the uncertainty. Okay, for the data that we add or minus, their uncertainty, we just add it up together. For the multiply questions, okay, the data we have to multiply or divide it, then we have to find the fraction. This is their rules. So we have to know their rules. Okay, can you guys solve it and then type in the chat box and let me know what is your questions number 1 answer? Two pi r square. Okay, it's open, right dear? Open at both end. Open at both end. Open at both end. So the upper part and bottom part, there is empty. So it's 2 pi r times length. Open. Oh, okay. Try and then tell me your answer. R times the length. So this is multiply. Multiply, we find the fraction, then we add it up together. But after you find, because it want absolute uncertainty, so you should still using this one. A move to another side times your answer. This is your answer, so you should put it here. Because absolute uncertainty actually is this. A, let me check. Yes, dear. Answer is A. Correct. Yay. Okay. So boys and girls, this one 2 pi, R is 3, then this one is 15. So my answer here, I calculate 2x3 lah. Well, why suddenly hey 2x3? The here 2x, 2x 2.7 lah. Okay, I can write 2x3. Or 2x 2.7, doesn't matter, we write it first. Then continue, we calculate for this one. This one should be 0.1 divided by 3 plus 0.1 divided by 5. Is it 1.5 or 15? 15, okay. So at the end, my answer here, I get 0.04. So they want you to calculate this absolute uncertainty. We should using 2x3 times 0.04. So here, let me take my calculator. 2x3 times 0.04. We will get 11 point something, right? 11. But as I told you at here, the absolute uncertainty, we make it one significant figure. So we will just using 10. Okay, so at here, the answer will be A. The answer will be A. Any question? You find the actual reading, then you find the uncertainty by adding up the fraction. Then absolute uncertainty actually is this part. This is the absolute uncertainty. So you move your A to another side. The A is just now the actual reading. You do calculation, you will get 11. Then, as I told you, we want absolute uncertainty. It's one significant figure, so we make it become 10. Any question? If okay, then we proceed. Let me know. Okay, thank you. Okay. Real reading, I means how many decimal significant figure. Normally we will follow this one. The behind, you see this one and this. How I say? Yeah, this one you see, if this one 0.2, then this one will be point something. They will be standardized. Okay, they will be standardized. Okay, So look at this. If this one is 0.2, then the front one will be point something. It will follow. Okay. So we go to the question number 2. Like boys and girls, let you try. I don't want to guide you, but you try. Number 2. Like question number 2, try. You find the fraction, add it up the fraction, then you times 100% because this is easy. Percentage of uncertainty, just times 100%. Do you need me to guide you? Find the fraction for the width, fraction for the height, fraction for the length. And then here square. That means they got two, the width and the height can be the same, square. Then because this data is times together, so their fraction we add it up. Who will be the first one answer me? D. Good job. Manjo, good job. Others? Washini D. Good job. Jore? D. Correct. John Ho, able to solve this question or not? John Ho? Still doing. Okay. Then maybe 30 seconds. Then at the same time, I show you. Okay, so here 2 times 2 because it is square. Okay, so I can assume this one 2 times 2 times the length is 50. So at here I should get 200. Okay, but this one seems like we don't need, right? Okay, here. Okay, because this is times, the data should be times it up together. So we find the fraction and we add up the fraction. Okay, so at here, this one V should be this one W plus the fraction for the height plus the fraction for the length. Okay, here the width 0.01 divided by 2 plus 0.01 divided by 2 plus this one is 0.2 divided by 50. So here I get 0.014. This is fraction. They want percentage. So this fraction, we times 100%. So we should get 1.4%. So answer will be donkey. Okay? If they're asking us to find this absolute uncertainty, then we need to using this 200 lah. For this question right now, is percentage, no need lah. Okay, let me check the chat box right now. Done, D, good job. Okay, then for the question number, this one, you write down the final answer, you try it after that. Okay, 2.7 plus minus 0.2. You write the final answer. After that, if we still got time, then we come back and do. If no time, then you self-practice. Okay, after that, I'll show you the working step in the next lesson. Okay, can we proceed? Yes, thank you. Can. Okay, good job. Manjo, okay? Jore, okay? Boyan, okay? Okay. So, boys and girls, we goes to another page, page number 10. Just now, first we learn about the data add or minus. Second case, we learn maybe the physical quantity that times or divide. Now we learn if let's say the data got power. For example, the volume. Okay, volume will be 4 over 3 pi r cubed. This one power of 3. Then how we solve this question? Okay, so this is the data for the radius. This is the volume. They calculate the volume by substitute the r into the formula. So they get the real reading for the volume. Okay. Then this one, we need to find the fraction. Okay, we need to find the fraction. For me, I always find the fraction. Then, because r power of 3, so I will multiply this fraction with the power. Multiply it. What does it mean? You look at this. Just now is r power of 3. So when we calculate the fraction, okay, we should move the 3 power of 3, okay, 3 times the fraction, okay? The fraction multiplied by the power. So r power of 3, so we're using 3 times the fraction. So fraction is you're using 0.02 divided by 2.5. So this is the fraction, okay? Fraction. Then after that, if the question asking you about percentage, easy. Percentage is you just using the fraction times 100%. So you get 2.4. So percentage is much more easier, just times 100. Okay, absolute uncertainty. Which means that we want this. If the question asking, I want this, so what should you do? The V, you move to another side. Where we get the V? Just now you already calculate 65.5. So we move 65.5 times the 0.024. We find the uncertainty of the V. So this V, capital letter V. So your answer will be 1.57. Oh, what is this unit? Oh, okay, dear. Help me to change. It should be cm cube. What? Plus minus cm cube. Okay. Then we try with the question. Easy. Now we just add it up a little bit only. If got square, then we move the power times the fraction. Okay. So we goes to the past year question. Okay. First one, they want to calculate acceleration. So this is the formula given to you. For me, I will rearrange the equation. So I'm finding out what is your A. A is equals to move. Okay? 2s over t squared. Move it. Okay? Then after that, I need to find the actual reading for actual value for acceleration. So at here, s is the displacement. So this is s, time is t. So you just first do substitution and then you find the actual value. What is the meter per second per second? Find it out. Okay. Then after that, find the absolute uncertainty. But before that, I want you to find the fraction. Okay, so fraction for A will be equals to, you see, S divided by T. That means that this is divide. The data have to divide. So I need to find their fraction and add it up together. Okay? So here, S divided by S plus T divided by T. But right now we already learned something new. T square. So at here the square actually is a power. This one, power. So what should I do? I should move the 2 here times with the fraction. You might using the red pen do same thing like me, so that you know what is the new things that for this question we want to learn. Okay, boys and girls, I want to continue. And then until you find out what is your absolute uncertainty for the acceleration. So they want to find this. Like boys and girls, try, and then you tell me your answer. Oh, so fast got question, got answer already. I get D. Yes, Jore, good job. Yes. We let others to try, Others, if you finish, then you also let me know. Jore, this time so fast. D also, good job. Manjo, Junho, Boyang. D, okay, good job. Then Junho, able to follow? Yes, correct. Boyang, Boyang, are you here? Okay, Dion, do I need to show working step? Okay, here, if I want to show speed up, I speed up. Okay, here 15 square, so your answer should be 0.15. So this one, we find the fraction 0.1 divided by 16.5 plus 1 over 15. But remember here times 2 because this is t square. Okay, t square. So at here, my answer is 0.14, but this is the fraction. So I should move the a to another side times 0.14. The a I already calculate 0.15 times 0.14. So my answer here 0.02. So boys and girls, can you see that? One significant figure. Okay, then we proceed. We go to page 11. If any of you think too fast, then you have to let me know. Or else you can screenshot. Okay, screenshot. So we go down, okay, page 11. Like boys and girls, can you try question number A1? This one easy. Find acceleration. Formula given. Put the data in. We are very rushing. Every 2 lessons, we have to complete 1 chapter so that we save the time. In future, we can do a lot of past year question, okay? That's why I prepare the self-practice for you. Rashini, 9.63. Okay, correct, 9.63. You just putting your value. So, boys and girls, we proceed to the second question. Calculate the percentage uncertainty. Okay, here they already give you the percent. So you no need to count the fraction. You just add it up. Okay, just now we use fraction, add it up, then times 100%. Now no need, they give you the percentage already. Okay, so how should we do for the percentage uncertainty in G? So at here, 4 we ignore, pi square we ignore. So we using the percentage of L plus the percentage of T square. Okay, question number 2 here. Let me write it down. This one, G is equals to 4 pi square L divided by T square. Okay, now this one, they already give you in percentage. We no need to count back the fraction, no need. Okay, so what should I do? So I use the percentage of this plus this percentage. So at here, the length is 2% plus the T 3%. But don't forget, this is T square. Square, that means that at here, the 2 I have to move here times it. So our answer should be 8%. Okay, this one I guide you is because it starts from percent. Okay, let me scroll up my notes here. Can you see that? Add the percentage of uncertainty or add the fraction. Okay, if they already give you the percentage of uncertainty, then we just add up. No need to find the fraction anymore. Okay, so next. Okay, use your answer in B1 and B2. Determine the absolute uncertainty. Oh, now they want you to find out your delta G. Right, boys and girls, try. And then tell me your answer. How you from percentage or uncertainty, then you get back this. Okay, so this one actually how we get it actually is G divided by G times 100%. So now you got 8%. So this one divided by your G times 100%. Do you able to count absolute uncertainty? Yeah, this is the working step. Tell me your answer. Any of you can tell me what is the answer? The G you already in your B1, your question B1, you already calculate. Just now, Varshini tell me that is 9.63. If not mistaken, 9.63. Yeah. So your G is 9.63. That's why they're asking you to using these two information to count your absolute uncertainty. Okay, so 9.63. Okay, here 0.8. Thank you. 0.8. Yes, correct, dear. If you write 0.77, you might be deduct your mark already. I want one significant figure. Okay, the answer scheme, they all always the uncertainty plus minus one significant figure. So at here 0.8. 0.8. Okay, then we practice one more question. Then this part we settle already. Okay, now we go. Jore, okay or not? Sorry. Let me have a look. Jore, Junho, is it okay? Okay. Junho, yes, okay. Like boys and girls, we do one more question. Okay, this is 2023 November exam question. First, they're asking you to calculate the percentage uncertainty. So I want you to calculate by yourself. Find the fraction times 100%. That is your percentage. Then write your answer in the table. Then you type in the chat box. Let me know what is your answer. Find the fraction uncertainty for D, then times 100%. Then same method, same procedure for your L. Then we fill in your answer in the table. Tell me your answer. 0.8 and 0.6. 0.6 correct, but 0.8 no. 第一开千 is 0.6. D is 0.4. Yes. 第二开千 correct. 0.4. Then another one is 0.6. John Ho 嘞 0.6, 0.4, 0.6. Yes, correct, dear. Okay, here, Rashini, this one is 0.1 divided by 26.2. You times 100%, you should get 0.4. Same method at here, 1 over 162 times 100%. So you should be able to get 0.6. Okay, maybe something wrong at here. No need to times 2. No need. Now it's finding D only. The times 2 is here. Later on, you find here, percentage of uncertainty in density. Later on, when we do calculations for density, it will be considered for this formula. But right now, we only calculate for D only. So later on, the last question asking you density, then we have to consider the power of 2. Okay, right now, no need. So next, let me have a look. Okay, continue. Let me check. Okay, Boyang, 0.4. Okay, thank you. Boyang, 0.6 able to calculate? Percentage of uncertainty will be D over D times 100%. This is the method how we calculate the percentage of uncertainty. So L also the same. Yes, okay. Like boys and girls, calculate the density. Give your answer to 3 significant figure. Density. So you just find out the value by using formula. Tell me your answer. I'm using drawing pad. My handwriting is so ugly. Well, pi d square times L. So you just put value in. Tell me your answer. Those who already complete, you can try with the number 3, percentage uncertainty. Oh, one thing, you look at this, dear. kg per meter cube. Unit in kg, unit in meter. So which means that the value that you use at here, 247, you have to convert to kg. Which means that 247 times 10 power of negative 3. That means that divided by 1000, convert to k. Then this one milli. Milli represent times 10 power of negative 3. So you also need to use 26.2 times 10 power of negative 3. This one also the same. Because the final answer here, they give you kg per meter cube. Okay? So be careful with the unit. In our year 12, we have to be careful with the unit. Okay, any of you get the answer? Let me know. Two egg. I will deduct 1 mark. 3 significant figure, dear. 3 significant figure. So you should give me the answer 2x3. Okay, Manjo, 2x3. So here, this one is 4 times the M2.47. Oh, no point, 247. Okay, 247 times 10 power of negative 3 divided by pi. The D is 26.2 times 10 power of negative 3. You square it. Then times your length is 162 times 10 power of negative 3. 3 significant figures. So my answer is 2830. Like boys and girls, last one. Percentage of uncertainty. Count for me. If you make mistake for this question, I suggest you using your highlighter, highlight this one. Remember to convert it into the unit, the one, okay? Gram to kg, mm to m. Okay, calculate for the percentage of uncertainty. 2830, yes, dear. Kai Qian able to follow or not? Okay, good job. Okay, the last one, percentage uncertainty. You already calculate the percentage at here, so you straightly use only. No need to count the fraction anymore, okay? So here, tell me your answer. Four and pi is a value, so we just ignore it. If at the end you got 4 times 4 or what? Cannot be. Okay, the behind, from page 13 to 18, you have to complete it by yourself. Then next week, like just now, I will just show you the answer and my working step. Okay, so let me have a look. Jory, 1.8. Yes, correct, dear. John Ho, 1.8. Yes, correct, dear. 1.8. Thank you. Manjo, Manjo, okay or not, Manjo? If okay, then this lesson we already complete. We have to go to the next. Yes, okay, good job. Okay, dear. So behind exercise complete by yourself. Our time is too limited. We cannot spend our time too much on practicing. So we learn some basic, then more practicing. You have to do it by yourself. Next lesson we discuss. Okay, let me go to the lesson number 3, right, dear? Okay, scalar vector. This one easy. From 4 year 10 we learn. Okay? Scalar, that means that we only have magnitude, no direction. Vector, we have magnitude and direction. We have to consider direction. Okay? So distance and displacement, this one, we also know, right? Distance is a total path. I don't care how you move. I don't care from where to where. I just want to know total path that you travel. But displacement is different. I need to know your starting point. I need to know your ending point. I find the shortcut way. I need to know the direction. Okay, so scalar quantity does not have direction. Then speed is distance divided by time. Of course, distance no direction, time no direction, so speed also no direction. Okay, so this is some example. This one I don't want to mention more. It's because our year 10 and form 4 we learned about this. Okay, momentum, we need to consider direction. Momentum is mass times velocity. Okay, velocity is using displacement divided by time, so it will become vector also. Acceleration is changes of velocity, so it also vector. Force got direction, because force you push left, push right, your result will be different. So we need to know which direction you apply the force. Okay, so this one is just recall. Okay, here, dear. Number 1, easy, right, dear? Read it and then tell me your answer. A, B, C, D. Which one is the correct answer? Okay, D, yes. Is it right? This is just recall. Okay, first, this is the correct answer. We circle. Okay, let me have a look. Who else? Boyang, D, correct. Okay, dear. Question A, acceleration is a factor. It's a vector, yes. But the problem is, because this one, the explanation doesn't mention why it is a vector. It should mentioning got magnitude and direction, but it doesn't explain about the vector. So this statement not complete. Temperature is vector. No, this is scalar. Because temperature does not have direction. Time does not have direction. So the correct answer is D. Okay, boys and girls, we go to your next page. Okay, next page at here. Okay, combining vector. Force got direction. Force got direction. We need to consider direction. Okay, if the force, we got few case. Form 5, if you are Form 5 students, before that, you learn this chapter. So this chapter for you is just like a piece of cake. If you are year 10, year 11, maybe this part later on we will learn one called resolution of forces. So maybe it's something new, but still okay, I think. Okay, here, first case, if the force, they are parallel, same direction, so you using your red pen or whatever, here we take some note, same direction, we just add it up together. If opposite direction, so here you're using a red pen, this one, can you see that opposite direction? Then what should we do? We should using a bigger force minus a smaller force. So bigger force 800 minus the 500, at the end we get 300. The 300 direction actually is follow your bigger force. 800 is bigger force, so this final resultant force also bigger force. This one easy, year 10 and Form 5 we learn. Okay, I proceed. Okay, if the question is the force, they are 90 degree. This one easy. We're using mathematics, Pythagoras theorem, and we're using trigonometry to find the angle. Pythagoras theorem, easy. Here I roughly draw like this, like this, like this. So this one CAB. If we want to find C, it will equals to the A square plus B square. This one mathematics, simple mathematics. Okay, here we try with this one. Okay, calculate the magnitude of the resultant force. So resultant force is this. This is your resultant force. Okay, this is the force, this is the force, then resultant force is this line. So resultant force will be square root 5.1 square plus 2.7 square. So your answer at here should be 5.8 meter per second. This is mathematics, simple mathematics. So I don't want to spend a lot of time at here. Okay, of course, vector, we got direction. If the question wants you to calculate direction, so you can using your trigonometry, the sine, cos, tangent. Okay, this one I think you should familiar lah. Tua, ka, so. You can using either one. Okay, for example, in this question, I want to find the angle, so I can using tangent, theta. So tua, so opposite and adjacent. Opposite to this angle, this is opposite, this is adjacent. Okay, so I should using 2.7 divided by 5.1. Delta is tangent inverse is 2.7 divided by 5.1. So here the answer should be 28 degree. This one we learned in your year 10 and Form 5. So I don't talk in detail. Until here, any question? Can I continue to proceed? Tangent, yeah, very good. Yes, correct, dear. Thank you. Okay. Can we proceed? Yes, thank you, dear. Okay, there we go to the next page. Just now is 90 degree, the force easy. No need to using scale diagram. So let's say it's okay. We're using the one mathematics of it. But what if, teacher? What if the force, they are not perpendicular, not parallel, not perpendicular? Okay, we got few way to solve. Okay, there is triangle method or parallelogram method. This one we learn also. Okay, we learn also. Okay, the triangle method. Remember, now is recall only. Recall only. Triangle method, please link the vector head to tail. This is the head. This is the tail. Link them together. Okay, link them together. Or we, in Form 5, we might saying tip to tail. Okay, either one doesn't matter. Okay, we might say tip to tail doesn't matter. We link the tip to the tail or head to the tail. So we link it them together. Where is your resultant force? Okay, look at this. This is starting point. This is ending point. Our force like this, from A to B. A plus B. Starting, ending, we draw a straight line. This is our resultant force. This is our resultant force, okay? So you just draw it based on the scale. Then you measure your final length times with your scales. Then you will get the answer, okay? So next, how if teacher, the resultant is A minus B. Okay, boys and girls, I want you at here, you write down C equals to A plus negative B. So right now, negative B at here, we should change the B direction. Negative, so which means the opposite to it. So you look at this, this one, B supposedly like this. Now I change my direction. I change my direction because I want A plus negative B. A plus negative B, okay? So we should using this and this. And just now I got mentioned we need head to tail. Using the head, go and find another vector, the tail of another vector. Okay, so at here, we can form like this. This one, we move to here. So we get A plus negative B. The negative B, we already changed direction. Then we join it up together. So starting, ending, draw a line. That is our resultant. Now actually it's just a little bit new thing for you only. Change direction. Negative B, we change direction. Okay, so basically it's the same. After you draw the triangle shape out, triangle by following the head to tail method, basically we sketch it up. We don't want to draw scale diagram, also never mind, because we can using your maths to solve it. As long as you're able to find the shape, so I want you add the arrow here. Let's say it's from CA, AB. Then the red color from here starting to ending. So this is our resultant. Normally resultant, I want to differentiate. I will using double arrow here, okay? We can sketch out the triangle method. Then we using your maths method to solve it. Cosine rule, sine rule, we can using it to solve it. Let's say I want to find A. A is a resultant force. So I using cosine rule will be A squared equals to B squared, the length of B squared plus length of C squared minus 2AB cos the theta A. This is angle A. If sine rule, okay, sine rule, cosine, then we got another sine rule also can use. Depends on you, which one is more familiar for you. Okay, this one is A divided by sine A equals to B divided by sine B equals to C over sine C. This is your MS, MS. We can using mathematic way, MS way to solve it. But the problem, first, I want you draw the sketch, not drawing, I don't need to draw. Sketch the triangle of method. Sketch out, then you only find. Okay, until here, any question? Actually, still something that we already learned. Yes, okay. No, teacher. Okay, we proceed. Okay, just now is triangle of method. Triangle of method actually is one force followed by another force. The head go and find the tail, okay? So right now, parallelogram, actually it will be starting from the same point. You see this one, starting from the same point. They will using tail to tail. Tail and tail meet up each other, starting from the same point, go up. After that, we draw parallel line. Parallelogram, that means we need to draw the parallel line, which is this. Okay, this is the parallel line of B, parallel line of A. Resultant force will be your starting point until your ending point. This is your resultant force. Okay, year 10 and Form 5, we learn this. I just recall only. You will find that actually this triangle and this triangle is the answer of triangle method. Can you see that? This one A, B. Then this is the resultant force. A, B, this is the resultant force. Or you want to keep the A. You want to keep the keep the B. You move the A to another side. You also get the same answer. So for triangle of method, actually there is two answers for us to draw out the diagram. But which one doesn't matter. They will give the same answer. Okay? So if you split out this triangle out, actually it's the triangle of method. Okay, if no question, then we are going to try our past year question already. Can we try? Yes. Okay, there, here. First question, easy. Like try. P minus Q. Minus Q. So what should you do on the minus Q? Minus Q. Yeah, recall just now what I told you. The Q direction. So try and then tell me your answer. A, B, C, D. Oh. C, correct, dear. No, change direction. Very good, Vashini. Then who else? C, correct. Joray, Jonho, Boyang, is it okay? Answer is C, If okay, then we just go down. Do I need to explain? If you need me to explain, then you let me know. If not, then I assume everybody are okay with the question. So answer will be C. You change the direction. Then after, change Q. Yeah, change the Q. But you cannot like this, Okay, so what should we do? We should change it like this. Then we move this, go here, something like this, go here. Then starting, ending, something like this. My drawing too terrible. It's okay. You know what I want. Okay, like question number 2. Change in velocity. Joray, is it that day you're asking me this question? I want you answer this question and tell me your answer. Change in velocity. Yeah. Jonho says C is just now or right now. Joray answer is A. No, dear. No. Answer A. A. Why A, dear? Why A? No. A? Okay, dear. Change in velocity. In our physics, you want to find change in velocity, so we're using final minus initial. Am I right? Final minus initial velocity. So again, do one more time. V minus U. Jore. Oh God. Yeah, you asked me the question what? Jore, Dede? D? No, try again. V minus U. So this is U. This is V, final. So at here, final does not change, going down. Then your U, this one, final, going down. You should change the direction of U. Now let me check. B, 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 yes, dear. C, no, dear. B, correct, Boyang, B, correct. Like, C, not correct, Vashini. Okay, here, let me close. U minus U, that means that this one you have to change direction. So I change the direction like this. I change my direction become minus u. Minus u. Okay, so final velocity, it should be, better I using the line. Okay, this one like this to here. This is my final answer for your resultant, your v minus u lah. So answer should be B, this one. Machine, is it okay? Okay, like boys and girls, next. Oh yeah, next. Like dear, x minus y. This is 90 degree, highlight perpendicular, 90 degree. So if they are 90 degree, so please, using the formula, mathematics, solve it, settle. Let me check the answer. Okay, B. Yeah, correct, dear. 3B, correct. 3B. 3B, yeah, correct. Like Jore, Junho, Boyang. Any question? B, correct. Jore, Boyang. Okay. Jore, yes, I get. Okay, Boyang. B, okay, like dear. Like very quick. Number 4. This is parallelogram. Don't forget to change direction. Minus u. Like dear, faster and try and then tell me your answer. Any of you got answer? Four A, correct, dear Manjo. Yes, 4A, correct. Machine A, yes. Jore, Junho, Boyang, how? Kai Qian, actually, I always forget about Kai Qian. Kai Qian able to follow? I'm a bit confused. Okay, now I show you, Let me have a look. Jore, okay. Yes, okay. Like Junho is okay. I show you, W minus U. That means that U we have to change direction. So we draw out first. Change direction. So I will draw like this. Minus U. Then I have to join with this. I have to join with this. Okay. So these two diagrams, we have to using parallelogram to join them together. Okay. So how there will be what we say, tail to tail. So this is the tail. This is the tail. Okay, tail. So at here, I will draw like this. The tail. And the tail we join. Can you see that parallelogram? They were starting from the same point, tail to tail. Then after that, we just need to draw parallel line. Draw parallel line. Then this one also draw the parallel line. Ooh, my parallel line not parallel. It's okay, you know what I mean, right? So from starting to ending, this is my resultant. So my V. My V is my resultant. W minus U. So this is W minus U. I change direction. Here, I change direction. Okay, then I make these two into parallelogram. Remember, parallelogram is tail and tail, tail to tail. So at here, they are tail to tail. So I trying to join these two, tail to tail. Joining it together, then I draw parallel line. Jorel, is it okay? You need to refer back to the parallelogram, the one. Yes. Okay, good job, Jorel. Yes, sure. Oh, not Jorel. Junho asking the question. I keep on calling Jorel. Okay, dear. Like, we goes to this question. Okay, let me have a look. A bird is traveling in a flowing river. Then this is the velocity. Okay, here the velocity in the still water. This one is 14 meter per second to the east. So you have to know direction, like this. This is north. This is east. Velocity 8 meter per second from 60 degree north of east. That means that here, dear, from east here, we go up, the angle go up. So which means that east go up to the north. It is 60 degree. From east go up to the north 60 degree. This is the meaning. Sometimes they didn't draw out the diagram for you. They're just telling you the value. So you have to sketch out the diagram first. Okay, so draw an arrow to show the direction of the resultant force. Okay, the most easiest is triangle of forces, okay? Triangle of method. So we need to the head finding the tail. So this one, I keep the 14 meter per second. This one, okay, this one, I move it and join here. So I will follow the rules of the triangle of method. You see, head to find another tail, okay? Then what is your resultant? They want you to find out your resultant. I'm using red, red color line. So starting to ending, you have to draw this. Starting to ending. So normally I will using double arrow to show this is my resultant. Velocity, resultant of velocity. So this is the answer. My drawing very bad is because of my drawing pad. It's not iPad drawing pad. That's why I cannot estimate. Okay, it's okay. Until here, this is triangle of forces. Now the question asking you to find the magnitude. Magnitude, that means that the value. The value. So you will find that normally magnitude, they finding magnitude, they seldom asking you for direction. Okay? So for this one, magnitude, for me, the most easiest one is we using the cosine rule. Cosine rule. Okay, so at here, this one is 8 meter per second. So still remember how to use cosine rule? Can you try? Cosine rule, using the cosine rule to find the resultant velocity. Can you try? Try and then tell me your answer. So fast? Oh, good job. Yes, dear. 12.2. Do you able to using cosine rule and find this? Manjo, Junho, Vashini, 12.2. Do you able to get the answer? Using cosine rule. Yes, Vashini, Junho, Boyang. Yes, okay, good job. Can, okay. Vô Yang, okay? So, this for me, cosine rule very easy. Okay, no need to like measuring 14 cm, then measure the angle, find the angle, then measure the xcm, then finding you if you want, yes, you can do it. Okay, so basically cosine rule is the most easiest one. Okay, so let me have a look. Okay, Boyang, okay, good job. Like dear, the next question is quite similar. So I left it for you to try by yourself. So this one, if later on we got time, then we come back. If no, then you try. Next week I show you the answer. But I go through already. It's almost the same. Okay, it's almost the same. Asking you to find the R resultant velocity. So you have to move this in order to what we say, follow the triangle of method. Because right now the head to head, no, we want head to tail for the triangle method. So you should move this, go up, and then find the resultant. Okay? Then after that, this one is determine the magnitude of the resultant velocity. So basically, it's the same like just now. We just practice one more time with different question. So this one, left it for you to try by yourself. Can I proceed to the page number 10? Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Okay, then we continue Vashini can. Okay, thank you, dear. Okay, boys and girls, we comes to here. If you are graduate from SPM, this part is still easy for you. But if you are year 10, year 11, we didn't touch about this. Resolution. Just now is finding resultant. Resultant, that means that we have more than one. Then we using some method to find the single vector. But now resolutions of forces actually is we split up. From one, we split up. Just now is combine to get one. Now it's from the one, we split up. Okay? Resolve, that means that split out. Resolve, that means that split. Okay, we split into two vector. And these two vector, actually, they will be 90 degree to each others. Okay, basically, I give you some idea why we need to learn about this. Okay, here, let's say I want to find this one, how it accelerate. F equals to ma. The F at here actually is resultant force, right? So this one easy. It's because they are parallel. So I know that my resultant force is A. But what if I erase this part? What if now my force with a certain angle, then how can I solve it in order to apply in this F equals to ma? I cannot add it up together. So we have to learn how we resolve or how we break or split into two components, which is 90 degree. Horizontal, we will say that Fx. Vertical, we will say Fy. This is the reason why we need to split up. After we split it out, we can compare the horizontal part and horizontal part. So we can find the answer for the resultant force. So for the resolution of forces is quite important. Okay, now we learn how we split it up. So this is the force that applied by the man. Then we can split it up into the x-axis and y-axis. Split it up 90 degree. Okay. So for the fx at here, we can using fx equals to f cos theta. Why? This one is just your mathematic cos. Theta, it should be fx divided cos tua ca so. Yeah, extension. Then here fx divided by f. So your fx will equals to f cos theta. Formula is come from this mathematics. If you're vertical, we will using fy equals to f sine theta. Same method, you using sine theta, then y divided by f. So you get the formula to calculate the vertical component. So f sine theta. This is how we get these two. Okay. So I want you to remember If the angle is between the force and the split up force, angle in between them, we're using cos. Angle not between them, using sine. Okay? So we try. This one, they want you vertical. Vertical, that means y-axis. So for this one, we can split up into two. Ooh, well, split up into two. Okay, so at here, Fy, here is Fx. This force, did not force this distance. Phi can be split up. Hey, then should not be, well, it's not a force. I should not write F. Let me erase it. So, Sy, Sx. Okay, dear, vertical, that means they want Sy. There is no, the angle is not in between them. Then we're using sine. 5,000 sine 37. This is how we solve it. So your answer should be 3 kilometer. Answer A. So is it okay? Do you have the idea? Like, tell me. Is it okay? If okay, then we proceed. Can, okay, okay. Okay, thank you. Victor, oh, okay. Okay, dear. So this one, one more thing I want to emphasize. This direction, can you see that? This is going up. So this one, they split out. They also follow the direction going out. Okay, we goes to this question. I want you try and then tell me your answer. The angle, V angle from the X increase from 0 going up. If they going up, actually your X component, actually the magnitude will increase or decrease. And how about your Y? So do it. You can do some substitution. Cos 0, cos 90, sine 0, sine 90. So which one is cos, which one is sine? Then you tell me your answer. First, the X. How we find X? V cos delta. Because the angle in between them are using cos. Y ne? Y is V sine delta. So they say increase this delta increase from 0 to 90. So you find out. It should be starting small or big. Until the end 90 degree, it should be big or small. So X should be increase or decrease. Y should be increase or decrease. C, Washini, C, Jore, cos decrease, sine increase. Yes, correct. John Holland, Boyang, Vito, is it okay? Yes, Boyang, Vito. Can Boyang Boyang, are you here? Kai Qian? Okay, C, correct. Okay, dear. So we go down. Okay, this one is they want you to find horizontal. Vertical. Horizontal, that means X. Vertical, that means Y. So you look at here, 15 Newton, it will split into horizontal and vertical. So I draw using red color line. Okay, then it will having going up vertical. So this one going up, this one going to the right. How I know the direction? I follow this. It's going up. So here going up. It's split out, dear. Look at here, split out. Okay, not only this, I can label this one is Fx1. Not only this, the 6 Newton, we also need to split it up. Because they're with different angle, we cannot add it up together. So we must make them in parallel. So I split this, goes here. And then another one going down. Okay? Why my diagram is like this? Because this four split out. Split out. What is the direction? This is going out. So here also going out. Going out. So this one I label Fx2. Can you try and calculate and get the answer? Fx1, Fy1, Fy2. Okay, boys and girls, try. Horizontal, these two Fx1 and Fx2 same direction. So after you calculate, you should add it up together. Okay? But for the vertical, you need to be careful. Are they in the same direction? If they are not in the same direction, then what should you do? Jory, answer C. Oh, you good job. Subtract, thank you. Good job. Are you SPM student? Graduate from SPM, Jory? Yes, that's why. It's easy case for you. How about others, dear? Do you able to get C, C? Yeah. Manjo, Manjo, okay or not? Machine C, correct. Jonho, Boyang, Vito. Okay. Here, 15 cos 20 degree. This one is 6 sine 40. Why 6 sine? It's because the 40 degrees is not between them. I'm using sine. Okay? I'm using sine. Then this one, we just add it up together. We should get how many horizontal? I should get 18. Why I need to add it up? They are same direction. Okay? Same direction. Boyang, let me check. I don't have a Dear, you have to prepare. Cannot. Physics we use a lot. Unless your mathematics very good. Okay, here Fy1 have the 15 sine 20 degree. It's because the 20 is not between them. I'm using sine. Okay, then this one Fy2 is 6 cos 40. But the problem is, can you see that if you got highlighter, highlight, they are in opposite direction. You cannot add up. You're using bigger force minus the smaller force. Refer back to the just now my notes. You should using bigger force minus the smaller force. So at this question, your answer should be C. Okay, can I proceed, dear? Any question? Or I need to write in very complete working step for you? Let me know. Can I? Okay. Okay, Okay. So you're using 15 sine 20 minus 6 cos 40. Okay, settle. Okay, like dear here. The question at here asking you to using resolution of forces, which is what we learned just now, splitting up the force. Split up the force. So which force we should split? 18. 15, 55 no need. Okay, the 18, we split it up. We can split into this way. Okay, we can split into this way. Basically, I split in this way. This four split, split. Okay? Then how about the direction? You look at this direction, it's going, pointing in. So here I should pointing in. Here I should pointing in. Okay? So direction will be like this. Okay, so when we split it up, first, what is this angle? This one easy, we know that this is 90 degree. So 115 minus 90. 115 minus 90 is 25. Right, boys and girls, label this is 25. Okay? So this force pointing downward force, this one should be 18 cos 25. Because this angle between them, we're using cos. 18 cos 25. Okay, how about this? This one should be 18 sine 25. Okay, after we solve it, I can roughly sketch it out. It will be like this. Oh, well, like this. And this. Okay, there. This one pointing down, this one going here, this one going here. Okay, boys and girls, actually, these two horizontal force, we can solve it because they are in parallel. So you count it out, we add it up together. Then you get a single horizontal force. Can you? Okay, here next question, because what I talking is here, they're asking you to find resultant. So we need to solve one by one. From here, we resolve it out. Okay? Then after we resolve, we can ignore the 18 because it already go out to get a vertical and horizontal force. Okay? So I want you, the bottom part here, horizontal, you find your resultant. Then the vertical will still remain. Then, actually, you can find the resultant force already. Do you know why? This is 90 degree. 90 degree, we can using Pythagoras theorem. So this one, it should be 18 sine 25 plus the 55 Newton. This one should be 18 cos 25. So this one 18 cos 25. This one you add it up. Then tell me what is this value? 18 sine 25 plus 55. Oh, 55 no degree. Okay. I want you to count resultant force. Yes. I'm using red pen to show the resultant force, like this. This is my resultant force. Find your resultant force. Using your mathematics Pythagoras theorem, 90 degree. Solve it. Varshini, 62, thank you. 62.6 for horizontal, yes. Then vertical. Then what is your value for vertical? 16.31. Okay, good job. With these two value, you can using Pythagoras theorem to find your resultant force. I try. $65 Newton. Good job. Yes, 65 Newton. Yes, correct. Others, do you able to get the answer? 65. Thank you, Kai Qian. How about others? Jore, Junho, Boyang, Vito? 65. Good job. Boyang does not have calculator. It's okay. Okay. Dear, how can I help you without your calculator? Okay, well, I help you a bit. Okay. Here, this one, after that, they calculate, if not mistaken, 16.3 Newton. Here, they add it up together, they get 62.6 Newton. So the resultant force, basically, they're using the the one Pythagoras theorem, which is 62.6 square plus 16.3 square. So at the end, if you got calculator, you should get 64.7 Newton. So we show 65 Newton. Okay, this question you may using scale diagram. You may using scale diagram. You will get the same answer using scale diagram. That means that you no need to solve this. You using the scale diagram, you just draw 18 cm, but 18 cm too big. You find the suitable scale, draw it out. I using 1 cm, 1 cm to represent, wait, let me think. How many cm need? You try lah. Find the suitable scales. Then you can draw the diagram using the 115. Draw 18. Then you draw the line. Find the line. Scale diagram. You may using scale diagram. You will get the same answer. Okay, now what I want is they want to determine the angle between resultant force and the 55. Yes, but we really use the formula A square formula. Yeah, this one is it. Pythagoras theorem. A square equals to B square plus C square. Yeah, Pythagoras theorem. Okay, dear. What? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, using cosine. Dear, yes, correct. Oh, but then, dear, don't forget the question asking you resolution of forces. They want you to split. Or you using scale diagram. So you don't using the one cosine. No, don't using the cosine. Don't using the cosine, Don't. Because here, resolution of forces or using scale diagram. Of course, you may using cosine rule to check your answer, but not for this question, okay? Right, dear, I want the angle between the resultant. This is your resultant. This is your resultant. And the 55. 55 is in this direction, so they want this angle. Can you calculate and then tell me? Angle using your what is that? Trigonometry, sine, cos, tangent. $15 degrees, yes, correct. Round off to 15, so 15 degrees. Okay, Vashini, 14 degrees. Others, is it okay? Using tangent? Jore, Junho, Boyang, Vito, Kai Qian. Okay, good job. Jore, yes. Junho, yes. Boyang, Vito? Yes, okay, Boyang. Left you only, Boyang. Okay, good job. So, dear, supposedly, if got time, let you draw the scale diagram. But this one is basically your year 10 and your form 5 you already learned. You should know how to draw lah. So I give you a task, you self-practice, draw this. Okay, make sure you're able to get your resultant force is 65 Newton. Okay, now, in equilibrium, sometimes how we know that is equilibrium? If they say that stationary, then we know lor. Hanging out, then we know lor. That means that not moving, it will be equilibrium. So if there is equilibrium, all the forces, we can combine them and form a cross triangle. You can move left, right, up, down, but you cannot change the direction. You see this one direction going up, here still going up. Okay, this one direction going to your right, here still going to your right. Then this one is going to the left and left here, so it will be the same. Direction cannot simply change, but you can move left, right, up, down. At the end, if they can form a cross path, that is balance. The three forces balance each other. Okay, this is the idea. Okay, here, pendulum bob held stationary. Highlight stationary. If stationary, write it down. Equilibrium, balance, equilibrium, or we say balance. Okay, the force is balance, balance force. Okay, if balance force, I need you to be very clear. Here, I write here, upward force equals to downward force. Force on your left hand side equals to force on your right hand side. Okay? So they will balance out each others. But the problems, why we need to learn about resolution is because they are in different, not parallel, we cannot add it up. So from these, we should resolve it out. Resolve it out. Okay? How about the direction? This one is pointing up from this point. So here, pointing up, pointing up. Okay, boys and girls, try A, B, C, D. Which one is the correct answer? They are stationary, so their force should be balanced out. Next week, lesson number 4 actually is for you to self-practice because we finished the chapter 1. Okay? So please complete the lesson 4. So next week, I just show you the answer. So if those questions you cannot solve, then you screenshot my working step. Okay? So lesson number 4, please complete by yourself. Next week, we continue lesson number 5. Okay, yes. C. Yes, correct. C, my dear. Junho, C. Answer will be C. Okay, here YC, the weight will equals to the upward force. This upward force actually is T angle. This one is 30. So here will be 30. In your mathematics, two parallel lines. So here, this angle 30. Then this one also 30. Something like that. Zigzag, Z. Like this, your mathematics. The okay, so this angle and this angle are the same, so it will be equals to cos t cos 30 degree. Lai Junho, see, okay or not? Yes, thank you. Yes, okay. Let me have a look at this. C, okay. Then next, answer is C, Right, next. Okay, dear. This one, there is a force pulling. There is another two force here. Okay, so you need to find the force F, which means that you need to have the force parallel with it, which is opposite direction. So this 10K, they will resolve into another 2, which is perpendicular. Okay? One of the force like this, another force like this. But we don't need to care about another force, upper force here. We don't need to count. It's because what I want is this force F. So I want to find the force which is parallel with this F, but opposite direction of it. So for this one, 10K, this direction going out. So I will split out. Here, split out. This one, I will split out another force. But another force, we don't care. Okay? I will split out the force at here. Then this one, 10K, also the same. I will split it out. Then this is the force. These two force same direction, but opposite to your F. Because they are balanced, So this F, we can know that it will have the same magnitude of these two forces. So can you guys try and then tell me your answer? Manjo say A. No, dear. D. Yes. D. Jore, Junho, Boyang, Vito, Kai Qian. Answer is donkey. Why is donkey? 10K. Angle between them. Plus both. Yes. Plus both. 10K cos 30. Another one also 10K cos 30. So that means that 10 cos 30 plus 10 cos 30. You will get the answer donkey. So this one, it will split up this. It will split up this. These two, they are same direction, so we should add it up together. So the F will be balanced by these two force. So it will be 10K cos 30. We're using cos is because the angle between them. So 10K cos 30. Okay, Boyang D. Yes, correct. Manjo, do you able to get the answer? D. Kai Chen, good. Jorele, John Ho, Manjo, okay. Jore, yes. No, yes, it's just now. Yes, you get it. Okay. John Ho, yes. Boyang, yes. Vito, okay. Yes, okay. Then answer will be donkey, So this kind of question, they want you to know to resolve it. So that you get parallel forces, only you can solve the question. So for this kind of question, they tell you they are balanced. Balance meanings that are same magnitude but opposite direction. They were having same value of the forces but balance out because opposite direction. Okay, so there is few physics concept in this question too. Okay, next slide, dear. If you are from 5 student, this one easy for you. Okay, a piece of cake. So the question asking you, what is the weight? Weight direction is pointing downward. Weight direction is pointing downward. Then how? Hang, keyword hang. That means that balance, equilibrium. I don't want to give you hints, you try. Complete lesson number 4. Lesson number 4 is self-practice. After you study the chapter 1, we finished chapter 1 already. So you practice the one. All my exercise from past year question. So we get used to the question they want to use, how the way the question come out. Oh, let me have a look. Who will be the first one? Shani, 88 Newton. Yes, good job. 87.7. Yes. Okay. Normally, Cambridge 2 to 3 significant figure lah. Final answer can be 2 to 3 significant figure, but most of the time, they will give 2 significant figure. So for me, I will make it to 88 Newton. Okay, but I cannot say 87.7 is wrong. It's still correct. But the answer scheme, they like to in two significant figure. Two, yeah. Okay, how about others? 87.7, round it to 88, Jore. Then Junho, eh? Do you able to get it? Who was the one didn't have the calculator? Is Boyang, is it? Then Junho? So pity you doesn't have the calculator. You don't know what we are doing. Okay, wait, let me activate. Thank you. Junho, a bit confused. Okay, it's okay. Junho, let me show you. Because this one weight is pointing downward, so we need to find another upward force so that it will balance it. Okay, another upward force. Where does it come from? Actually, it's from these two strings. They split up, resolve it. Okay, resolve the forces. So from this point, I will get a forces upward is because this one 150 go here. Then 150 go to another side. So we will have Fy and Fx. Okay, I will have this. Do not need to shy to ask question. It's okay. Okay, dear. Next, this one 150 also the same. It will provide another Fx and another Fy. Another Fx, another Fy. Okay, how about the direction? This 150 is going up. So here going up. Here also going up. Another 150 is going up from this point. So this one also going up. Here also going up. Okay. Then after that, because hanging, that means that not moving, it will be balanced. If it is balanced, then the weight will be equals to the upward force. Okay, they will balance up. Same magnitude. Then this one, your mathematic, like this. If here 17, then this one also 17. Okay, that means that here actually is 17. So your y-axis at here, it will be 150. Angle not between them, we're using sine. Sine 17 degree. Okay, so this is for this. Another one actually also the same. This one 17, here also 17 degree. So 150 sine 17 because this one 17 is the angle between the x component and the 150. Now I want to measure the y-axis because I want to find weight. So I have to find these two components. So I using sine is because 17 is not between them. So at the end, what is my weight? My weight will equals to these two upward force because they balance out. So at here should be 150 sine 17 plus 150 sine 17. So answer should be 88 Newton. Of course, you will calculate and get 87.7, right? We round to two significant figure, which is 88. Is it John Ho? Let me have a look. Oh, okay. Get it, I think it's because of the angle. You don't know where is the angle. Maybe it's because of the angle. Okay, basically, chapter 1 we already finished. Start from page 15 to the end actually is for you to practice. And the next lesson also for you to practice. Okay? Because our lesson 1 week only 2 hours, and then some more 2 lessons have to complete 1 chapter. It's very rush for us. But I have to let you practice more. Okay, so please practice first before I give you the answer. Okay, any question? Any question? If no question, then we end our lesson today. Okay, thank you, Vashini. Okay, thank you, Kai Qian. Thank you. Thank you, Junho. Thank you, Jore. Thank you, Boyang. Okay, Vito, thank you. Manjo, bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye, everyone.
拜拜，博洋。